everybody who has any clue about what Obamacare is or has Obamacare knows it's not dead. I know it's not dead because I have Obamacare. Okay, I have it. I have a subsidy. It's expensive, but it's a comprehensive plan. I chose one that had a very low deductible. It's $1,000, and that's how I have health care. So it isn't dead. Okay, because if it was dead, I'd be dead. I think we all know that, right? Because I had cancer. So listen, let me tell you something. What he says is in this bill, and you know when he talks about it, he says pre-existing is going to be in there, and we're also going to create pools, and pools are going to take care of the pre-existing. Suspiciously, it sounds to me like he's planning to drown people in pools, big pools. Doesn't it? Doesn't it sound like that to you? Yeah, that we're going to put the people in pools and the pre-existing will be together in the pool, gasping for air and begging for their lives because the states can apply for waivers and they can then opt out of all of the essential benefits that are covered under Obamacare. And this bill is so bad. I mean, this is why this bill keeps failing, and it's going to fail this week too. You know, there's going to be a vote on it or not. And if it doesn't come to a vote, that's because Paul Ryan doesn't have the votes and they don't want to humiliate themselves by doing this. And so I beg you, Paul, I beg you, realize the president's going to say he did it anyway. So why bother? That's why this budget is such great news. This budget has nothing Donald Trump wants in it. I mean, nothing. It has everything the Democrats wanted in it because they need Democratic votes, and they had to play the big compromise game, and they did. And so the Republicans got $5 billion. $5 would be great. No, they got $5 billion for border security with strict exemptions that not a penny of it can go toward a wall. Not 1 cent. What we can do is we can put cameras, we can increase the flights, we can increase the patrols. Not 1 penny can go to that stupid, ridiculous wall. So yay for us. Also, we got money for energy and science research. We got the EPA is not going to get any staff cuts. This is what Democrats have been working on. You should celebrate this. No staff cuts to the EPA. And the only decrease will be a 1% decrease. That was the big compromise. They're dying to say they cut EPA. So we let them cut it by 1%, but no staff cuts, none. $61 million is coming back to Palm Beach and in New York City to pay for this man's endless vacations and to pay for this man's unbelievable travel schedule and his family's travel schedule. So for those of you who don't find any fault with his schedule and his family's travels and all the excess Secret Service, good, you'll be very happy because the federal government is now going to reimburse my community for all of this protection that we've had to shell out of our pockets. And if you're okay with that, fine. Thank you, because I won. I get the money. And New York City, my hometown, they get the money. I win, you freaking lose. There's also Medicaid payments. They're paying Puerto Rico so that Puerto Rico can continue to make their Medicaid payments. And wildfire relief and things like that. And what did the Republicans get? They got $5 billion for border security with strict restrictions that none of it, not a single cent can go for a ridiculous wall. So it was a win for us. Keep marching, everybody. May Day, May Day, May Day, May Day. But, I mean, Donald Trump sits there on the TV and he says, good news for people with pre-existing. I got you covered. And if you believe that, then your pre-existing condition is dementia. This bill has evolved, he said, over the past several weeks and it will beautifully protect those who have pre-existing. Not Everything associated with Trump evolves, including his voters. But if it's on the TV, they believe it's in the bill. So that's fine. That's good. Let them believe what they want to believe in their alternate reality with their alternate facts. And then, except to say this, they really ought to thank us. They really ought to. But a shutdown has been averted, and that's the bill includes millions of dollars to reimburse Palm Beach County, where I live, and New York City for all this money that these places have spent protecting Trump's family, Trump Tower, and Mar-a-Lago. So wake up, everybody! You're starting the long, long process of paying for Donald Trump. That's what's going on here. Of course, everybody's sitting here going, can he screw it up? He's Donald Trump. Of course he can screw it up. It hasn't been signed yet. So, the House and the Senate are poised to pass it. This health care bill, I'm telling you, it is not going to come to a vote. If it does come to a vote, be very, very afraid, because that means that Ryan managed to whip the votes.